I hope you had a great day, and I'm really excited that you decided to watch my video today. I'm so excited to use these. I've been wanting one of these Crayola Scribble Scrubbies for such a long time, and I didn't even know they made like mystery boxes, so this is really exciting to me. I thought they were called like Crayola washable, like washable pets, but evidently it's Scribble Scrubbie. And I really love that the box that this toy comes in also turns into a little house. The reason I never bought any of these Scribble Scrubbies is because they're kind of expensive when I see them on Amazon, but they've probably been on my wish list for like a few years at this point. Alright, so I got my bowl of water. I also brought a towel. In these boxes, in these cute little mystery boxes, you get one pet, 2 Crayola markers that are specifically intended to be used on these washable pets, and a little brush to clean them up. So let me show you what's in here. And we got a little cat. I've never saw these toys in store before, so the cat's actually surprisingly a little bigger than I expected it to be. Like, I thought this is gonna be like a Littlest Pet Shop kind of size, but I feel like it's a bit bigger than that. As you can see, the cat is also slightly purple. I kind of thought it's gonna be like entirely white, but I'm just gonna assume that if the pet's are already kind of colored, then it's not gonna be as obvious if the colors don't wash out completely. Also, adding cats, an animal that is notorious for not liking water, to a toy line that is intended to be washed, that feels a little cruel to me. And here we got our little brush, still wrapped in plastic. Oh, it actually says Crayola on there, that's cute. It's a really nice blue color. It kind of reminds me of a toothbrush. Are you ready for the reveal of the most important part? Because I don't think it's the pet itself that's the most important part. I think it's the colors. And we got these. A dark turquoise and a fleshy pink skin tone. I like the look of the pens, but genuinely, Crayola, why would you include the fleshy pink skin tone for a toy set where you're supposed to color in animals? Very, very few animals have this sort of color. Also, I wonder how well this pen is going to be visible on the purple cat. And here is a list of the other potential animals that I could have gotten. And I think I would really like this dog. It kind of looks like a swamp monster, and I love that. So just before the cat gets a new little hairstyle, I'm gonna finish setting up the house because I haven't done that yet. Well, that's not working out for me. Oh well, I guess this is gonna be an open roofed house. I guess it's time to start coloring the little cat. Okay, so what could be a cute pattern for her? My first thought was actually to try and give her a panda makeup so she kind of matches my avatar. So let's try and go for that. But I think maybe first I should start off with something that I can use both colors on just to kind of see a sort of color swatch. So maybe I'm going to start small and just color in the tip of her tail. It's gonna be really awkward to do. I am also genuinely scared that I won't be able to wash off the color again. I have trust issues with toys that come with those sort of gimmicks. I just want to point out that in general, I am incredibly unlucky when it comes to like blind box toys. So I am not surprised that I ended up with a really ugly color like this. And the fact that I have to draw on top of purple, I feel like just makes it worse. And now I'm gonna try to use the fleshy pink skin tone. Oh, well, at least this one actually looks like a very bright orange on her. So that's quite a relief. Oh, the colors bleed. Oh, the colors bleed. Look at that. I barely even touched them. Oh, this makes me so sad. No. My boyfriend's like really big into Warhammer, and he's constantly painting stuff that's so much more intricate than this cat. Oh, that did not work out well. My gut is telling me all of this is not gonna be as easy as it is advertised to be. Since I put a little stain on her back by accident, let's actually... Maybe let's give her a little heart. I have so little control over these pens drawing on a 3D surface. It's not something I really ever do. Also, these pens feel insanely dry when I'm drawing on the cat. This feels so embarrassing. This is like a toy made for kids and I barely started and I'm already struggling. I can also give her a little pink nose. And let's give her a little bit of cheek blush too. Gonna give her some paw pads. That's pretty cute, right? Little beans. Oh, also she has like a hole on her bottom, which I assume is so you can use her in the playsets, because you can buy some pretty big playsets for these toys. And you can probably like stick them on there and it's just so they don't fall off when you put them on like a swing or something. I'm gonna try and color in the inside of her ears pink as well. And then I want to do the outside of her ears turquoise. There are a lot of like little indents in the plastic shape of this cat. So I'm kind of trying to follow those as guidelines. Oh, I slipped. Oh, I made it worse. I was so excited for this video, but right now I think I'm like barely 5 minutes in and I'm already struggling so hard. Maybe I can give her some stripes as well, so I just don't have to worry about the backside of her tail. I really like the little cat model. I think it looks super cute, like the shape of it. And also I think coloring in the mouth and some blush really makes it even cuter. But why would they design the pose of her tail like this? It's so hard to reach back here. Why would they do that? They could have just put her tail in a different position and it would not be as much of a deal. It's nice she's got a few like orange stripes. Let's switch back to the turquoise one and also add a few more turquoise stripes to her. Drawing straight lines is so hard. Are you guys having fun? Cause I'm having fun. I really love the idea of this toy, and I think aside from the tail placement, this is mostly a me problem, because I am incredibly bad at everything that is not drawing on a flat piece of paper. Oh no, she got a little dot in her ear now. I'm sorry, kitty cat. This is so hard. How do like Warhammer people and like the custom doll community do this? I'm not even drawing as much detail as other people do. I keep slipping. I'm trying to hide my mistakes and I feel like I'm only making it worse. This is also taking like way longer than I thought it would. So tell me, have you used these Scribble Scrubbies before? And if you did you please tell me you struggled just as much as I am struggling right now? Even if it's a lie, it would make me feel a lot better about myself. Oh no, oh no, it's staining my hands and my hands are staining the cat. Okay, let's try to cover up these little stains with more cute little hearts, I guess. Because cute little hearts make everything better, right? Here's my first attempt at dyeing this little Scribble Scrubby cat's fur. And let's take a good look. This is her. And let's dunk this little cat in water and see if we can get her clean again. Or maybe let's try the more friendly approach first and just use the wet brush to give her a little scrub before I dunk her. Oh, okay. Okay, that's scary. That's a big stain right there. The stripes are disappearing, but the entire cat is turning bluish green now. If I keep scrubbing her like this, I think this is gonna take forever. So let's try to dunk her. Also, I really hope this is not gonna stain my... Oh, to stain my entire desk. Okay, let's drop her in first, and then I'm gonna clean my table. This is a bigger mess than I thought it's gonna be. I really hope it's not gonna permanently stain my bowl, because I really like this little bowl. How's the cat doing? Just drowning her in here. This brush is doing nothing for me. I'm just gonna try and use my hands to give her a scrub. It looks really cute, and this is fun for like role playing, I guess, but the brush is super soft and it spritzes dirty water like everywhere. I think she's looking pretty good, pretty clean. I mean, one of Crayola's main selling points is the fact that their marker ink is easily washable, which is amazing for kids because, you know, kids tend to get things dirty and marker everywhere. So I really should not be surprised. And yet I am still a little surprised. I really did not have much faith in this. Dry her off a little. Okay, she's still a little moist. So I think I'm gonna blow dry her a little before I try to color her in again. Alright, and I think this little kitty cat is good as new. Okay, so next, I think I'm going to try and color her in like a panda. I'm pretty sure there's also a... Ooh, I guess she wasn't entirely dry yet. Alright, maybe we're gonna go for Siamese then. I feel like the ink is just not really drying when it's on the cat. And that's why I keep getting like, not only staining my hands, but then also keep staining the cat when I touch it with my stained fingers. So let's color in the tail, my favorite part. I kind of wish I had a third hand, so I can use one hand to hold the cat and one to pull the tail away from the cat so I can color it more easily.
That's actually why you do not assemble your miniatures before you paint them.
This is going according to plan. This poor little kitty cat has stains everywhere. Let's see if I can maybe clean her up with some Q-tips. Or nope, no, this is just gonna make it worse. Oh, this is not working out well. Well, at least it's a cool way to add gradients, I guess. Okay, well, I guess this is as good as it's gonna get. So here's my attempt at doing like a Siamese, or I think it's also called color point, with as few stains as possible. Now we dunk her again. No, this is an aqua cat. She loves being wet and drowned. She's like a fish. She enjoys this. She enjoys this more than I am. Let's give her a little scrubby scrub. I feel like to get off the large areas of colors, just using your hands is a lot easier than using the brush. But the brush is really nice to get into all the little creases that she has. Okay, so now for hairstyle number 3, I'm thinking about trying to color in the entire cat in just one color. And this time I'm gonna use orange because I've been using a lot of the blue turquoise color. And I'm totally not just doing this because this way you won't be seeing me stain the cat everywhere by accident. Alright, here's my fully orange cat. The marker ink is actually quite sticky on her and on my fingers. It looks like I just ate a bag of Cheetos. I wasn't able to get into like all the creases with the marker just because the marker tip is quite big. But I think I do want to try and use the dark turquoise pen to add a little bit of detail to her, as in draw on her nose and mouth. I do actually think she looks cuter in orange than she does in purple. She kind of reminds me of a pumpkin now, especially in combo with the like turquoise, which looks quite dark greenish on the orange. Turning her into a pumpkin might not really work out, but sticking with the Halloween theme, maybe I can paint on some stitches so she's like dressed up like a Frankenstein's monster kind of zombie. Now, once again, I did not expect a masterpiece, but it ended up looking worse than expected because I guess she was still kind of wet in some spots. She feels dry, and it's time to dunk her into the pool of water again. Meow, 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 meow. Look at how happy she is to take a bath. The orange definitely comes off way easier than the dark turquoise. Oh, I think actually some of her fluff is starting to come off now. I don't know if you can see that on camera. I guess it only takes 3 baths until she goes bald. Okay, I think we have time for one more dye job for her. I think I'm gonna try to go for something simple. And that something simple is going to be a little Pikachu pattern. It's not the right colors, but it's more about the shapes. Ta-da! A very simple Pikachu pattern that also ended up looking a little creepy because the ink bled a lot when I tried to draw the little mouth on her. Also, in hindsight, I probably could have just turned her into an Espeon. I feel like that would have been a lot easier. It is time for our last bath of the day. One more dip for Miss Kitty Cat. And here she is, our little kitty cat, nicely cleaned up and back to her original color, which is probably going to be the way I'm gonna put her on my display shelf. So I did have fun playing with the Scribble Scrubbie, but it also ended up being a lot harder to draw a pretty pattern on her than I anticipated, and therefore was also a little frustrating. And quite honestly, as an adult, I think it's fine, but as a kid, I would have never had enough patience to get this little toy entirely clean again. But I definitely still really want to get more of these. I think they look super cute. Like, I love the molds and the faces. It's not the most high quality thing out there, but it's kind of the simplicity about it that I really enjoy. And I do love toys with a gimmick, even if I personally am not gonna use the gimmick very often. I do think if I ever got more of these Scribble Scrubbies, which I hope I do one day, I would definitely draw on them at least once and then give them a bath and just keep them as they are in their original color. Feel free to rate my hair salon. Let me know if you would trust me to give your pet a new a new hairstyle dye job. And overall, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you're going to have an amazing weekend. Bye!